it's Erica from Maniacal Reader, and this is my Hopeless duology and companion novella review. Hopeless by Colleen Hoover is the first book in the Hopeless duology. Skye has a dark past, and so does Dean Holder. They develop a romance for each other, and it's only when they each confront their past that their romance will grow. Skye is in the grocery store one day when she comes across this really hot guy. Holder thinks that he recognizes Skye, so he chases after her out of the grocery store. And once he learns that her name is Skye, he knows that he's mistaken because he thought Skye was someone else. At the beginning of the book, Skye and Holder develop a friendship because they have running in common, and they like to run together. But soon, their relationship escalates. That's basically all I can tell you about this book because the plot is complex and the characters are really deep and emotional. So if you haven't read this book, I suggest you leave now because a spoilery discussion is about to start. Skye and Holder develop a romance for each other. So as Skye and Holder are getting to know each other, Skye learns that Holder had a sister that killed herself, and he doesn't know why, and he blames himself for her death since he feels like he couldn't help her enough. As the book progresses, Holder learns that Skye is actually Hope. I was kind of surprised by Skye's history of why her name was changed to Skye, and the fact that her mom, who supposedly adopted her, actually kidnapped her when she was a young child. That kind of surprised me too. Skye is actually someone named Hope, and Holder knew Hope as a child before Hope was kidnapped. I think what even surprised me more was to learn why Skye was kidnapped when she was a little girl. It turns out Skye's father was sexually abusing her. This woman named Karen knew that he was being abused, so Karen, her adopted mom / kidnapper, wanted to get her away from that situation. The ending of this book completely floored me since there's a lot of twists and turns that go on. First of all, Skye learns that she was kidnapped by Karen, the only mom that she knows. She also learns why she was kidnapped when she goes to visit her father back in her hometown once she leaves Karen's place and learns the truth. I didn't expect Skye's dad to kill himself. That was just, oh my god, I'm totally shocked by this. It was that kind of a moment. I'm really happy with the way the story worked out though. I really liked the romance in this book, and I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I definitely did enjoy it. I could not stop reading this book. The second book in this duology is Losing Hope. This book is told from Holder's point of view. It was interesting to see his point of view during the key events of Hopeless, but I also enjoyed the journal entries that Holder wrote to his sister after her passing. It got me clued into their sibling relationship, and I think it added more depth to Holder's character overall. I also liked the ending of this book where Holder discovers a letter that Leslie wrote to him shortly before her death. This letter reveals certain details about Hope that weren't revealed in the first book, and I thought that this was a really nice touch and a nice ending to Skye and Holder's story. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars since I really did enjoy it, but just not as much as the first book. I do like Holder as a character, but I think the first book definitely had a lot more emotional impact and a lot more action in it than this second book. The next thing that I want to talk about is Finding Cinderella. This is a companion novella to the Hopeless duology, and it follows Six and her relationship with a boy named Daniel. Six is a side character in the Hopeless duology. She's the best friend of Sky, and Daniel is Holder's best friend in the series. Six has never been one for long-term or steady relationships, and neither has Daniel. The novella starts off with Six and Daniel meeting in a dark closet at school, just making out and not really seeing what the other looks like. They make out and have sex in the closet at school. Then the novella jumps 1 year after that, and Daniel just happens to come across Six when Six is at Sky's house. They don't remember that they've met each other before or that they've even had sex. So their relationship develops gradually and genuinely. Daniel eventually finds out that Six is the same girl that he gave the mysterious nickname Cinderella to a year ago. When Six finds this out, she's not too happy about it, and there's a twist in their relationship after that. I really liked this novella. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Yes, the novella was short, and yes, their relationship developed quickly, but I believe it developed in a genuine way, and that's why I really like this book. Colleen Hoover has definitely written another good book, and I think that this was a really nice companion novella to the Hopeless duology. That's it for my review. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!